first thing I'd like you to do is, could you pick 5 words that describe how you're feeling at this moment in time?
5 words. Happy, jet lagged, excited, nervous, and hungry.
Nervous because...
Because it's all a bit daunting, everything that's going on. But the nerves and excitement kind of match it and make it quite nice. But yeah, but I'm very nervous, yeah.
Now, I tipped you for success in 2006.
Oh, yes.
Now, I don't want a prize for that. Apparently, I was the only person who voted for you in that year's BBC Sound of...
Right, okay.
Sound of 2007. Apparently, I was the only one who voted.
Right.
No, they all did.
I know, yeah.
But I was wondering whether, in this kind of like the whole of sort of 2007, whether it was frustrating for you waiting for the kind of first record to come out properly, or is it all just gone by in a big rush?
No, I mean, well, the thing is, I remember, like, because I had a big Observer piece, like, in this January 2007 issue, like, you know, class 2007, but I wasn't ready. I knew I wasn't ready, and I knew no record would really be coming out in 2007. Because I didn't, you know, I had 4 songs until May, like, so I knew I wouldn't be coming out in 2007, so I wasn't really frustrated at all. I was eager, like, obviously, to do everything at once, but that was impossible when I couldn't do that. So no, I wasn't kind of annoyed that nothing was happening, and I think now's the perfect time. I don't think, to be honest, I mean, you know, could have been completely different last year, but it's going so well now. I don't think I would have been able to deal with that this time last year, because, you know, I would have been 18 still. So no, I'm very happy with the timing of him.
Can I just turn that mic?
Oh, sorry.
I should be fine.
Have I got it on the wrong way? It's not facing my mouth.
It's okay if it's not facing. It's not direction.
Okay.
So kind of obviously the press on you has just been like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Do you read it?
No, I've stopped well, I did up until probably like beginning of January, really. Just because like, all the stuff that had been written about me like had been really nice, and like with the Brit Award and all that, I was kind of catapulted down people's throats like because of all the press. So I stopped reading it because obviously when you kind of so written about and so everywhere, people start hating you. So I stopped reading it when I knew that I would have got sick of myself if I was reading about myself all the time. So I don't read anything about me anymore, no.
It's true. And it's kind of, any sort of backlash I see is always a backlash to the fact that there's so much coverage. And you can't explain to people. As a journalist, I find it really hard to explain that I write about you because I like you.
Yeah.
No one's told me to. I haven't,
no, exactly.
I haven't had a single PR contact me about you. I just want to write about it, and most of us do.
Yeah, no, also, like, I think a lot, but like things I had read just as it was starting was that, oh, she does so much press. I've done hardly any press. I've done about 5 big interviews, and that is it. None of the things are quotes from me. If you go through it, it's people writing about me. So people can go away if they think that I've been doing the press, because I haven't. It's other people been writing about me and other things that have attracted press.
So it's kind of a similar kind of thread, really. Unfortunately, we kind of still live in a time where female singers are always compared to each other.
Yeah.
And it's almost as if we're only allowed one at a time.
Yeah.
So how sick are you of hearing about being the next Winehouse, and 2, how are you dealing with it?
I don't mind at all being compared to Amy Winehouse, because I think she's great, and I love Amy Winehouse, and I love her music as well, so I have no problem being compared to her. At least I like her. Imagine if it was someone like Joss Stone or something. Like, I'd be very unhappy. Now, I do like Joss Stone. I liked her first 2 records. I thought they were amazing, but she's gone a bit doolally now. But you know, I'm not really. I don't know. I compare people to other people, so I'd be a real hypocrite if I was like, stop comparing me, because I do it. I do it with bands. I do it with girls. I do it with boys. I do it with old solo artists. I always do it. But also, you know, one at a time. Like I thought that there wasn't, you know, after like Kate Nash, I thought there's not room for another girl, but we're all doing well. Do you know what I mean? And also, there's been 3 more since Kate. There's me, Duffy, and Laura Marling, and we're all doing really well. So as much as everyone is like, oh, that's it now, I've had enough, like, they keep, some people keep making more room for other people, and I think they'll continue to do so. I think there's blatantly loads of other girls, and there's other boys and bands, and that are going to come out despite what people try and convince themselves. So I'm fine with it, whatever.
Where would you say you fit in? Because other people's kind of comparisons are usually kind of far from what an artist actually sees himself. Where do you feel you fit in?
In terms of my audience, or what do you mean?
Anyway, you just yeah.
I think I don't think I'm that hard to fit in any like pocket or like genre or whatever, because I'm not. I don't really think my music's very specific. I write love songs and I write pop songs, but I guess, you know, if I was to really pick away at it, like I think I could fit into the pop world because of my tunes. I think I could fit into R&B soul because of my voice, and I think my acoustic tracks could easily fit into the folk scene as well. You know, there's lots of different sides to me. Obviously, with this Chasing Pavements single, like there's a very different side to me that you'll hear if you get the album. Very different. There's like 2 songs like Chasing Pavements, and the rest are acoustic jazz tunes or indie tunes of a band. So it's a very different side to me. But I wrote Chasing Pavements to get noticed, and it certainly worked. So, you know, all good really. But I think I fit in everywhere really. You know.
So when you said folk there, because when I first heard you, the first artist that came to mind was Karen Dalton.
Ah, cool. I love her.
And I was thinking about her last night and thinking that she didn't get recognition until she was
died.
dead.
Yeah.
And you've had far more than she'll probably ever have, and been given a Brit Award while you're still 19.
Yeah.
Do you think that's fair?
I don't think that's fair actually. I think Karen Dalton's one of the best artists ever. But it's kind of the same as Eva Cassidy really. She sort of sold about 100 million records since she died. You know what I mean? And that's a shame. I don't know, because I guess at the time, if they'd gotten loads of coverage and stuff and won a Brit Award, then maybe they'd say the same thing. Because they died, it's a bit sad. But I may never have heard their music if they hadn't died, to be honest. I don't know. I think you should be recognised when you're good, and I think it's a shame that no one ever recognised Karen Dalton or Eva Cassidy when they were alive and wanted to do well, you know? And also, them two properly strove for it. Like, they worked so hard, and I just got a record deal because of MySpace. Do you know what I mean? So, in terms of that, it's very unfair, actually, because they worked their bum off. So, yeah, I do think that's unfair.
No playing every night in the cafes in Greenwich Village for you?
No playing in front of no one. Do you know what I mean? I bet they played in front of no one at one point. No. I mean, I'd love to do that, but no.
So, I would normally never ask an artist what their songs mean, because it's such a stupid question, but every time I play Chasing Pavements in the company of someone else, they ask, what is Chasing Pavements? So would you please bear to explain it?
I'm starting to not understand it myself now, like, because everyone's like, I don't get it. Even my mum's like, I don't get it. Basically, it's about a rubbish boyfriend that I had, and I was quite rubbish to him towards the end when I met Chasing Pavements. And we had a fight one night. This is the actual story behind it. We had a fight one night, and I don't run anywhere, right? I don't even walk places, yeah. I get cabs everywhere. And we had an argument outside the club, and I ran away. And I felt like I was chasing something, but there was no one in front of me, so therefore I was chasing a floor, which was a pavement. So that's what Chasing Pavements is. It's chasing nothing. So, yeah.
Hang on, let's skip that question because it's really long. So you went to the Brit School, as did my friends The Feeling, earlier. And several other people have done quite well out of it. So is it a success factory, or is it just actually there are millions who are completely rubbish singers and songwriters and fail every year?
That's a horrible way of putting it. I think it is. It's recently become a success factory. In the last 2 years, people have rolled out. Amy the exception, because she rolled out 4 years. Well, she rolled out years ago. Frank came out like 4 years ago, didn't it? But yeah, this year obviously it's getting a lot of positive attention. But of course, it's like any school, you get clever people and you get dumb people. It's exactly the same at the Brit School. But there's a lot of people that are there that are better than anyone that's come from there that you may never see. It just kind of, I think it's a lot of luck. You know, I think it's all good, like being talented, and it's all luck as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's a mix of both. Some people are amazing, you never hear of them. Sometimes you do, and a lot of people are crap, and you probably will hear of them. So yeah.
2008. One more. Okay. 2008 is going to be completely hectic for you. You'll never be at home. People will point at you in the streets.
Yeah, thanks.
So how are you gonna stop it from sending you completely mental?
My team around me are really good, and I don't take myself seriously. I don't take it seriously either. Like, fame is so not a real thing. Like, and it's huge for a while, and then it just goes. Doesn't even fade. It just goes away. So I don't know. Just I'm I mean, I obviously avoid some situations that I didn't used to avoid. But I don't know.
Like what?
It's like falling out of clubs and swearing a lot, like in front of people and being rude to the police and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'm not. And oh my god, so many times when I've been at a party, someone's come and spoken to me, and I chat away to them. I don't do that no more because everything keeps, like, all my blogs, all my little things I say in the toilet keep propping up in little boxes in tabloids. So I'm stop talking to people that I don't know. And I'm going to start IDing people when they want to talk to me. No, I'm joking. No, I just got to be careful what I say, and I'm just going to have a laugh with it, really. If it ever gets too much, I'll say it. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.